We're talking today about the installation of the solar panels and everything we did on the roof of the bus and the preparation and everything else. So here we decided to create our own little brackets and they are made off of aluminum. So here you can see the design that we did before the bend, and they stand on the very edge of each side of the passenger and the driver's side, and we installed them, like we screwed them on in there. And so we could take some pieces of iron across. We used uni struts, and then on top of that we ran like some stringers from the back to the front, and that's what we used to attach the solar panels in there. The preparation for this whole job, we had to prepare the roof, so we cleaned it really well. We used some degreaser, we power washed this thing like 3 times, taped the whole side so the product couldn't like fade the colors of the bus. It was an intense project, but we got it done. And then we painted with this special roof paint that is very reflective for the solar panels that also capture UV lights from under it.
Alright guys, today we are in our way to receive the 10 solar panels that we bought a couple of days ago. We got 10 solar panels of 550 watts, each one of them. This is something that we have been expecting to do and waiting to do for a long time. So it is really exciting to get to that phase. Right now we pick up the trailer in the back of a car, and we actually got a couple of blankets and 2 insulation sheets because we don't know exactly what to get. We don't know if the pallets, if the solar panels are gonna come like in a pallet or if they're gonna come stuck. Go and look at the caquitos.
Tranquilo, a veces rugiendo va. Cuando el enojo aumenta, el árbol se cortará. El río fluye, nunca solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está.
When it came to design the standoff brackets for the roof, we had to take a more like scientific approach to it. So we decided to 3D print some models and to check the angles, because the roof is a little curved at the edges. The tops are going to be 90 degrees, but the one that attaches to the roof is not 90. So we printed some of them. The only available filament was this very bright yellow, but anyway, we used it, and it took forever. I think it took a total of like 15 hours to print this, but we got it there at the end. It was perfect, and then we send it to some people that can laser cut this and bend this, and we've been using them a lot. Well, now that we got the parts back from the manufacturing, we decided to powder coat them white, and then you can see here the installation process. So we had to install each one of them. We used 4 of those roof screws, kind of a thick one, but there is like a solid layer of aluminum extruded under the edge of the roof. we used that to attach them really well. We had to seal each one of them so we don't have leaks going into the bus in there. And then it was time to start cutting all this unistrut material, very thick ones that we selected. So it was a bunch of like do it and do it and do it again. There was some sanding on the edges. We cut them perfectly the same size, very OCD from our part. And after each one of these cross members were completely done, we decided to also paint them. We didn't have to paint them. They are all galvanized and they are supposed to be outdoors fine. But we thought that because everything on the roof is going to be white, we decided to kind of like try to leverage a little bit of the reflection under the solar panels too, because they're bifocals. And then you can see here we're preparing this paint, and then we used for the first time this spraying machine, and we fell in love with it. Very, very nice. And this is an airless kind of like machine. I don't know the details exactly, but it doesn't work like regular car painting things. So here we had to like get the big ones and not touch them, which was another challenge, but we did it. But we were very happy with the result. The paint dried very solid, and then it was time to first install each one of those cross members in there. You can see that we had to align them. We marked them really well so the distances would be the same, because each one of those things can also be used to attach some other things that we want. Like later on, we installed cameras, like 360 degree view cameras on each edge of the bus, and they serve that purpose too. There is also a Starlink attached to this, so it's more like a rack if you think about that. So this is the kind of like the in-between final product. We're very happy about it. It was standing off in there, very solid, and now it was time to work on the big stringers, which was another little challenge, given that you're walking on the roof, kind of like, I don't know, is always afraid to walk on the roof. And I know the roof is very solid, but you always think that you're gonna go through it. So those are very, very big, long runs. The bus is 40 feet long, so I imagine these are very close to 40 feet, each one of them. There's 2 of them. And now it was the very, very awaited time to actually put some solar panels up there. Each solar panel weighs between 80 and 90 pounds. So it was a little bit of a challenge, especially for Erica, and you're gonna see her struggling at times in some of this. But we devised like a plan to go on the side and then just try to muscle it up. And you're gonna see that here in a minute. But the panels were pretty. They are 550 watts each, and they can get, I think, up to 15-20% more from below. So here it was the first attempt, so we tried to just muscle this thing up with a ladder. It was kind of like, it's kind of like sketchy, and I think I could do if it was like 2 or 3 of them, but 10 of them we had to change the plan a little bit. So we took the little old table saw that it became a sacrificial step on there. You can see that my heavy ass on this is bending the whole thing. And then this was the first trial, so we're like a 3-point lift. And then there she goes, almost dying, huh? Look at that. But right after that, we got a flow, and then we pushed all 10 solar panels up there, and then I started like dragging them back or forward and just pushing more until we got all 10 of them in there. At the end of the day, I think it was a pretty good system because there was very minimal risk. The wind was not like too much of a problem, and we were very worried about the weather because we're like 1-2 weeks away from a very, very hot summer. And the very next day that we finished this, I think this day was kind of like 75-80, and the wind was pretty good. But the very next day, I think it was like 100 degrees or more, and then the weather just got worse from there. So we're kind of a little bit of a rush to finish this one. I still had to do a lot of the little preps, the wires and connectors and everything else. But as you can see, we had a great time. There was some halo in the sky. We like to think that we're being blessed by that, and we had a good time doing this. So looking back at this prep, I think I should have done this prep before, because I was running the solar panel wires and kind of zip tying them to the edge, taking them to one of the, I think it was the passenger side in there, but we could have done that on the floor before. That was kind of like a little bit of a pain to do it. And there we go. This is our final product. We have a combiner box in the roof, getting all the wires and the strings in there, and it's double sealed, and it has like a big round hole taking the whole thing down there, and that's what we got.